Hey everybody, so just real quick, like that system I'm working on right now, if it were working, I could use that system to go into the system and find out who else in Portland or the area in Portland that I'm living is working on things that I've been working on, like trying to save the world, like trying to harmonize everything. Like whoever else, if anybody else is working on that for free, like just out of the passion of their heart or they feel they need to, and they wanted to share that officially on their ID card, the system I'm working on could allow me to go to the center or online and figure out, get a list if people want their names to be shared of all the people that are working on that type of shit, and then we could work on that would help connect us so that we all have people that we can talk to about this shit and we can share ideas with, because I may have an idea that could help somebody else out just like somebody else may have an idea that could help me out, and in so we all get closer to completing the creative arts that we're working on. And this is especially important for people that are truly trying to use their creative talents to help solve the problems of our society. I think a lot of the issues is that people don't feel supported. And they also feel like because all this money is being spent to senators and all these doctors and all these professional institutions and all this and that, they feel like, well, they all have all this money and all these things. It's their responsibility to do it. So I'm just saying it's easy for one to feel like they have nothing to give, no input, no worth or value in that aspect, and that's never true. Because the more people we have working on this, the better. Even if you're not the smartest, or even if your idea isn't a very good one, or even if you feel like it's not a good one, or it isn't a good one, it's still good to do. And the more of us doing it, the better off that, the more power in that area there is for everybody. And no matter what, wherever you are, any effort, any work in that is always going to be progress, which is always good. And not just for the individual, but for the collective area. So like it would just really help, because then right there I could have a whole line of people that I'd probably be able to make good friends with. Like if you've really dedicated your life to years at a particular passion or skill, chances are you're probably going to get along pretty well with other people that have been dedicating themselves for years, just like you have. And I know that there's already like a lot of social media groups and shit like that already exist. This would just make it more universal for everybody. And then along with that, you could also have lists of people's consumption patterns if they want to share it. So then you could also know, like if you want it to be known, like, hey, this person doesn't drink alcohol or they do. It's kind of like a social media, except making it more governmental, making it more intended on connecting people, and also like making sure that the government is aware of what people are up to, so that we can help get the people that really need help the help that they need, and then also make sure we keep people safe from the people that are out here doing bad shit. And then this would also help get into anybody that has any issues with like child pedophilia, fucking drug trafficking, all this type of shit. Like the more that they use their cards, every activity will have to be known. And it's like, if you ain't doing nothing wrong, you have nothing to worry about. But if you are doing shit wrong, then slowly but surely the system, the ID card, because you're going to have to swipe it everywhere you go, will be able to have that much more of an ability to track your steps. Because unfortunately, there is this issue with fentanyl and hardcore drugs in just about, if not every single American city. Even though we have a DEA drug enforcement agency that's dedicated to solving drug addiction and the distribution of drugs and firearms and all this other shit, the ATF, we have entire agencies dedicated to like fighting the war on drugs, and yet they still haven't figured it out. So whether it's because they're in on it or not, they clearly need some help. This system would help, because it would help give more transparency to the individual. Because unfortunately it feels like, and I think a lot of Americans agree, that there's some type of a secret group, club, or entities that have in some way infiltrated American government to such a degree to where they're pulling the strings on the leaders of this country. And in it so, it's taking away the rights of the American people, and now more than ever we're feeling underrepresented and more sick and frustrated than ever. Even though this is a country that was founded by the people, is legally supposed to be by the will of the majority of the people. But we've lost that somehow, some way. But the people are not happy with that. So this system, again, would help give voice back to the collective majority of a particular area, as well as connect people of like mind. And this can also help anybody else that's dealing with an issue with, whatever the addiction caused, anything like that. You could go on, you could easily find other people that have these issues that want to share it. Again, that also needs to be stipulated, unless it's something that is puts the risk of the community at jeopardy. And each community could also have stipulations on what they want to share and what has to be shared, or what they want to allow to be shared. As long as it's in the guidance and it's not interfering with the Constitution, then each area should be able to be as different as it wants to be. As long as that's a good difference, and that actually helps the expansion of everything, because it helps add more variety, which is the spice of life. So anyways, all right, peace, love y'all.